It's time for another challenge, Charlie!
Hello again. In December 2009, I took you on a tour of my crib. However, since taking you on that tour, I have moved to London, and as such, I've realised that I'm long overdue in showing you around my new flat, so that's what I'm going to do today. Gigglefruit22 is the person that suggested this challenge, although it's not going to be particularly challenging. I want to do it anyway. So welcome, one and all, to the Neracoolikation. Welcome to my bedroom, baby. This is my monitor. He's called Mr. Shiny. This is the Wall of Stuff 2.0, which, bit of trivia, isn't actually completely finished yet. It's got this big hole in the corner, because I knew that I only had to do as much as would fill in the frame of the video, so I couldn't be bothered to finish it. Yeah, I will do it, at some point, maybe. Some new additions to the wall include the actual artwork that I scanned in to make my album cover, a Cloning Charlie comic that my friend Dave made me for my birthday, in which Cloning Charlie is a terrible superhero, and this $10 billion note that Alex brought me back from Zimbabwe, which I think is actually worth about 50p. These are all of the toys on my desk because I'm 12 years old and completely proud of it. My wardrobe is where I keep all of my CDs and books, although I don't have very many. The latest addition to my wardrobe is the Super Meat Boy soundtrack because I'm a massive nerd and stuff. Now, one thing that some people ask me is, what is that? Let me focus. What is that little speck just there? What is it? Well, I can now reveal to you all that it is in fact a little picture of my face stuck to the wardrobe. There is a story behind that little picture, but to be honest, it's a bit weird and I don't particularly want to tell it. This is my bed. Hey, this is my bed. And this is the table beside my bed, which isn't very interesting apart from the crazy alarm clock. Not only does my current alarm clock flash lights in my face, make that really annoying sound, but it also uses this to vibrate my bed, and it still doesn't always wake me up. Beside my bed I have an old CRT monitor, which I used for that video that one time, and a bunch of running stuff in a pile. I took up running about 3 weeks ago because I'm horrendously unfit. I'm not particularly amazing at running yet, but I can at least run a little bit now, which is an improvement on before. I also have an ensuite bathroom, which isn't that interesting apart from the random Doctor Who monster that just kind of stands over me while I go about my business. I don't even know what episode of Doctor Who he's from. He's just there, just looking at me while I do it, yeah. And that is my bedroom. I wonder what's next. It's the living room, ah yeah. We've currently converted part of the living room into a recording studio as we're putting together the new Chameleon Circuit album at the moment. Notable additions to the living room are this painting that our friend Tom did for us when we first moved in, this framed Toy Story 3 poster which is signed by the producer and the director of the film, and he drew me a little lotto as well. And Amy as well, obviously. She's very notable indeed. Hello, I'm Amy Pond!
You sound so Scottish.
This is our lovely big TV and our games consoles. We have all three because, you know, we're massive nerds. From the living room, we can move straight on to the kitchen. And yes, Mum, don't worry, I have done the washing up since I made this video. As with any good kitchen, you need to have cookbooks. Cooking for Blokes, for example, which we've never used to make a recipe ever, but you know, it's the thought that counts, right? It's the thought that counts when it comes to cooking. Here we have the cupboard of shame, which is filled with quite a lot of alcohol for one person who hardly ever drinks, which is Alex, and another person who never drinks at all, which is me. I have to show you what's in my fridge, obviously, because that's what they do on the Cribs programme. This is the fridge, which is not very interesting, really. It's basically the fridge of two people who don't really know how to cook, so I'm not going to go over everything that's in there. And that's it, everyone. Now you know what it's like inside of my flat or something. I hope you come again, because having you around was lovely. Alright, bye!
You've just had the almost imponderable joy of watching Charlie Is So Cool Like, which makes you like cool.